All right, welcome back to another episode of the Sweet Talk Podcast. Here with my partner in crime, Kevin Nash here.
Kevin Nash, that's who we're going with?
You know, there's something I actually would like to start this off. It's a little bit here. I know you don't want to talk to about this event, but it's just I got two things to say about this event. That's all I got to say. Regis, I think he did a hell of a job right there in that fight. The guy he fought did a hell of an acting job because he didn't hit nowhere near the fucking nuts. I don't know if you got to catch that. He didn't get hit nowhere. He got hit right here in the ribs, and yet somehow it fucking hit him in the nuts.
Oh, he pulled the Kovalev.
Oh, no, it was like worse than Kovalev.
But not worse than
Well,
Kovalev.
he got stretched off.
Oh, yeah, no, that is worse than Kovalev.
Yeah, he did a hell of an acting job, and he got stretched off.
And to Kovalev's credit, at least he got punched in the face really fucking hard, so maybe his wits weren't about
Yeah. And it was shown that this actually is the part that hit him right here.
Not even a punch.
And it wasn't even
Which
a
still
punch.
hurts. Don't get me wrong. That shit still hurts. You get hit in the rib cage hard, you have a system shutdown. Like that, whatever.
And for the people who know me and who've listened to our podcast, some people could say that I'm a hater on Oscar De La Hoya. I will say I am.
No, I think everybody could say that.
Yeah.
I think
I'm a little bit of a
everybody
hater,
can say that.
But also I feel like I'm one of those haters that if I see something nice, I can say something nice. Well, I will say his fucking Oscar De La Hoya was hilarious on the commentary. That motherfucker was drunk on there.
Well, I mean, you had to give up the cocaine, so you had to do something.
He kept on phrasing one of the dudes as USSSA. But one thing I will say, he did the first minute he did as a commentary, before you realized that he was fucking drunk. He shows he could actually be a commentator. He could actually do it if he really wanted to. He actually could be. He broke down a minute of it, of what each person should do, and it sounded really well. As a former fighter, he could have done it if that was the path he wanted to.
I feel like any higher level former fighter that can form a sentence could do that job well. Mm-hmm. Because if you're a higher level former fighter, you know what to look for. You know what to expect. You know what these people's capabilities are because you've done the research on them. So anybody who's a upper level fighter and can compose a sentence, because some people in public just can't fucking talk at all. So if you can't do that, then yeah, you're fucked. But if you can compose sentences in public, and you're a high level former fighter, you should be good at it. I think Daniel Jacobs is good at it. You need to have somebody entertaining with him because he has a dry sounding voice. But the information he gives is good fucking information. So, and he can never get anybody's name right. He can never get anybody's name right. Did you see the fight that he called with Leonard Bundu and Errol Spence?
No, I would.
He called him Boondoon at some point. Like it was bad. But the information was.
He knows how to give it very well, and he talks proper. That'll be the only thing we talk about. The only one positive I will say about this, and if you personally choose to somewhat see some highlights of this, the commentary they did is. I've always said I would like to see commentary in this boxing world. It's because they said whatever the hell they wanted. There was a lot of cussing, like he just got fucking hit. Oh, so it's like they always make it seem on ESPN, on DAZN, kind of PG-13ish kind of, or they're biased. This one wasn't biased at all, and they were just saying some great shit, which was very entertaining.
Oh, from what I've heard, I keep hearing that it was very, very entertaining, the commentary. And
too many people on there though.
That's how commentary should be. You should have one person. You guys should have one person that can give the straight commentary or the progress of the fight. That could be your blow by blow guy. Then you have the color, and then you have two dudes that are color commentary. You're gonna have one dude that just says way out wild shit. And then you have the one dude who's kind of in between these two. He knows his shit. He knows his boxing shit at least to a certain level. But he also likes to say way out wild shit. Yeah, any more than three people and it kind of gets hard to...
Because I think this one did a lot of times, it makes 4 to 5.
Yeah, that's...
It would mainly be 3 people talking, but...
But I mean, and again, you could always like pop in somebody from the corner.
That's what they did. Oscar only did one fight, and then like Snoop came in for a fight, and then it was some other comedian dude who came in for like a fight.
Yeah, I heard that shit was entertaining.
It was entertaining. But they did say some crazy shit, which it would be to maybe a casual fan that's a little bit on the softer side. Like, it wasn't very professional at all if that's what you're aiming for. Or if you want a clear breakdown, a good breakdown of what's going on, don't expect it. It was just straight for entertainment.
You're watching people get punched in the fucking face.
Yeah, but sometimes you want a good... Like, Andre Ward was always good at breaking shit down. Roy.
I understand what you're saying there, but I'm saying you said somebody who wants it a little more soft and civilized. You're watching someone get punched in the fucking face. These people could die. And that's not hyperbole or a joke. These people could fucking die. So yeah, you can miss me with that shit. So now that we're done talking about that shit. And hey, not Bob Arum. Don King knows how to put on a good... Oh wait, no, that wasn't a Don King promotion, technically. Fuck out of
I do have right here. We don't have to. This one doesn't have to stay here for very long because it's one of the smaller ones. I want to say a shout out to Haney selling out. What is it over there in Vegas? I believe he's gonna fight in when he fights on Linares. He sold out. They're actually gonna try to extend it. I just give him a little shout out right there, real quick one because he sold out.
I just hope they don't make it another shit show DAZN card and a shit show production because their productions are terrible.
I can't.
They're like I love Devin Haney as a fighter, but fuck me, man. The production over there is ass.
I just think he needed a little credit for selling.
No, he absolutely needs credit for that. But like DAZN, get some fucking production.
Where would you like to jump off from this right here?
Showtime schedule. What you think?
It's a hell of a schedule. I will say that. Of all the fights that I see right here, I know the one that pops in mind is it's the best 155 fighter out of the last 20 years. Charlo fighting to fully unify who's the king in that damn division. Well, Charlo already is the king. Let's just say, but fully
undisputed
it. Mm-hmm. Did anyone actually one of the scheduled fights actually pop out in your mind? Good or bad, whatever way you see it.
Bad. I don't like the Gervonta Davis fight. I don't. I don't like him fighting Mario Barrios. There's no reason. I don't. Now, I think it's real fucking convenient that Oscar Valdez says something after he knows Gervonta Davis. I saw a fair amount of clout chasing this week. Oscar Valdez gonna jump out in the media talking about you ducked me after he heard that Gervonta Davis already signed for the fight. So I thought that was some fuck shit, you know. So he's going with the Manny Pacquiao method. I believe I can beat him.
What do you think about the first fight, the one is in it, then whoever wins that fight fights it's like the last one. I think it's the 120 pounders.
Oh shit. Let me pull up the fucking schedule
because I believe the winner fights the champion to be for another belt from what I believe.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but I can't because the little dudes I don't really pay that much attention to. So yeah, this
is what you call great podcasting right now.
Yeah, well, dead time and such. Okay,
there's the card right there.
So
the first one. What do you think about that?
Oh, Nery, Brandon Figueroa. It's good to see Nery get a fucking somebody who's got a bigger name. Like it's a good fight. I don't know. I can't because, like I said, I notoriously don't watch the little dudes. So I can't really. I know who those guys are, but I'm not gonna be able to I confidently say.
What do you think about 165 with Charlo, who he's in a fight?
Time killing.
Yeah, it's his first fight coming back this year.
Yes, it's a time killer. It's a time killer. Stay busy fight. I mean, he's waiting for Triple G to stop acting like a little bitch. So
after this fight, we all feel in the sense he should win that fight, whatever way he wins that fight.
Or fight Andrade.
Do you and after that fight, like, what is your expectations for him? Who, in the sense, what he should done? Because let's look at overall the thing was happening with 160-pound Charlo. He's called out many people from the 160s, putting the pressure. They're not wanting, they're ducking him. He's called out and said he'll knock the fuck out of some 168ers.
Move up to 168. There's nothing. 160 is clearly not doing anything. Mm-hmm. So move up to 168. There's more names. It's a deeper division. Move up to 168. Okay,
in your opinion, if his first fight at 168, if you could match it up, who would it be?
Chris Eubanks Jr.
Chris Hayes-Banks Jr.
Uh-huh.
I was thinking more maybe like a Danny Jacobs. That's a good little test for him at 168 because Danny Jacobs only has one fight at 168.
Yeah.
Just really see how he does.
Leave old Daniel alone. He looked bad. His last fight, he looked bad.
What do you think about the 154-pound Charlo now? And that unification fight right there?
Doing what you need to do. Clean that shit up. Become undisputed. And then maybe because of the way they set it up, because we noticed it, and you and I both saw that, is Lubin's fighting Rosario. Mm-hmm. So if he can win that fight with Rosario, we are setting up the rematch. So he gets all the belts, then they can fight for undisputed. He'll probably, I favor him to win that fight too, and then he can move up to 160, which would be another reason for 160-pound Charlo to move up to 168. So then all of them can duck his brother.
Yeah, I love this fight. I think that's. Could you say that 154-pound Charlo is the most disrespected none who gets the least credit?
I think he's the most disrespected because he's in a deep. 154 as a division gets disrespected.
Yeah, because it's very deep.
It's deep. There's a lot of good fighters, although Tony Harrison made him look like ass yesterday. But actually, you know what? I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that with Tony Harrison. Here's what I will say. Tony Harrison looked rusty. He looked rusty.
Did he fight last year?
Huh? I don't think he did.
I don't think he did.
He looks like he hasn't fought in a really fucking long time. So he didn't look good. And that guy looked like he was ready. The dude, one guy looked prepared, the other guy didn't.
Well, if you look at the Boo Boo fight yesterday, he looked a little rusty too. He
looked sharper though.
Yeah,
he looked like he gassed.
Yeah,
he looked like he looked like he gassed.
Boo Boo likes to start off very fast,
but he usually starts off fast and then outboxes, but doesn't gas. Like he'll outbox you. Mm-hmm. He's not really looking to like fight you, but he you can tell that he's in control. Mm-hmm. Yesterday he looked fucking gassed. But he also dropped the dude early, so it was just more of a stay in control and don't lose the fight. Like, Boo Boo's not going to, unless he catches you with some shit, and he can, because he got some decently long arms.
Well, he's sneaking those damn uppercuts in there.
As I'm saying, like, he's got some punches, like I was going to say, it's come from way out ass angles. But that's not his primary goal. His primary goal is to outbox you. But if he catches you with some shit and hurts you, yeah, he'll jump on you. Like, he will jump on you.
I did see a lot of people steal the thing you always say when some of these fighters look bad, and that's when whoever the faces of the divisions want to go, okay, like, you know, Canelo's known, Triple G. Some people have hinted now, Boo Boo didn't look good in this fight. He didn't look the greatest. Oh, will a Triple G want to fight him now? And I was like, all right, you will always be the first person I've ever heard say that. Who would bring that up.
That happens a lot. Mm-hmm. That happens a lot.
Well, even Eddie Hearn kind of hinted at that.
It happens, and it goes both ways. You can look really good and have somebody look at you. Mm-hmm. Because for all of the shit, and because we're going to bring up Floyd, because he was famous for this. For all of the shit, people say, oh, he fought nobodies. Like, no, if you look at his record, he fought world champions. Damn, more than half of his career was spent fighting world champions. Now, granted, not the best world champions to ever fucking walk the face of the planet. But he fought world champions. When he fought Ortiz was a world champion. When he fought Guerrero was a world champion. When he fought fucking Matt Pacquiao, everybody wanted him to fight Pacquiao. Even though they were both over the hill, which is funny that they always say, oh, well, Pacquiao was old because Floyd's 2 years older.
Yeah.
Pacquiao was a fucking champion. Berto, former champion. Like, you can go down his fucking resume and damn near everybody on it was either a current or a former champion once he got to a certain level of fame. So, yeah, you can do, and Guerrero was coming off a big win. Ortiz was coming off of that knockout of Berto. Fucking Pacquiao was coming off of one of his better sets of performances. Like, he was catching people coming off of their better performances. Ricky Hatton, that was the one I couldn't fucking think of. Ricky Hatton was coming off of his just dismantling.
He gave him
somebody.
He gave him his first loss, didn't he? His first loss? Or did Pacquiao beat him first?
No, come on now. Cut that shit out. Floyd beat him first. Cut it out. And then, like Pacquiao did for most of his career, he picked up Floyd's leftovers. So, you know, what Pacquiao would do is he'd catch them off the Floyd loss and drain them down to a catch weight or the next weight class down and then knock them out. That's what he would do. Ask Oscar De La Hoya. That's what happened. The Floyd fight was at 154. Then he drained his ass down to 147. Come on, man.
I'm not out here disagreeing with you.
And he was taking steroids. I know
you just had to throw it in there, huh?
He had his vitamins and his minerals.
What about the Gamboa versus Colbert fight?
Colbert by decision. I got Colbert by decision, and he needs to be careful because Gamboa is dangerous.
Well, okay, if Colbert wins, when she's the favorite to win, whatever way he wins, where does he go from here?
What's
Give
Haney
and
doing?
take.
What's Haney doing?
Do you think Haney will be a good fight for her? Haney to take next, or does he still need to fight somebody else?
I just don't see it. I just don't see who. I just don't see who else they're gonna fight.
I wouldn't mind seeing a Colbert versus Haney. I'm not mad at
It was
that.
like Colbert Haney, Colbert Davis. Although bad style matchup. I think it's a bad style matchup.
Yeah.
But I'm here for it.
Well, it's a lot easier for him to fight Tank because you know.
I'm here for the Colbert fight. Like I will absolutely watch it. I just bad style. I think it's bad style matchup.
What about if Colbert fights because we have to look at
Lopez?
Well, we all know he would love one of the champions, but we have to also look at what's give and take in that roster of the promotion of Santa Cruz.
Oh my God!
Would that be a good matchup for him?
I mean, it's good
to help him.
I think that would be a good payday.
Good payday.
I think it'd be a good payday.
Because a lot of times, remember, after a good win, you're not always going to get the champ.
I'm going to shelf my dislike of Santa Cruz and just focus on the business side. It would not be a bad business move.
Because I don't know any other 135ers they give and take they have there.
I mean, you have Mares. What's he doing?
Yeah, no, let's not do it to Morris. Come on, let's relax there.
Mares, but he's not like a vicious puncher. He detached the other right now, I guess. I don't know. What do you want to do?
What about Rigondeaux? The Rigondeaux's fight.
Like I say, I'm just glad to see him fight. Just happy to see that motherfucker get another fight. Whatever fights we can get him, I don't give a fuck if he's fighting a Beanie Baby. If we paying him a couple $1 million to do it, I'm down. Well, I just want to see that dude because his prime got passed up and it sucks. So
yeah. How do you think Rigondeaux will do against the monster, what's the Japan dude from Top Rank?
That dude.
You think so?
He will flatline. Inoue gets flatlined by that dude. I've actually gotten into several arguments in the comment section of fighting videos on YouTube over that shit. Because like people are trying to tell me that fucking
Monster
Inoue is a top pound for pound fighter. Like, get the fuck out of here. Fucking local Japanese dude. Like you had a fucking knockdown drag out fight with Nonito Donaire at 33. Like, get the fuck out of here. Get all the way the fuck out of here. Like, get the fuck out of here. You can knock his ass all the way into the fucking episode of Dragon Ball Z and get the fuck out of here.
What do you think about Benavidez fighting, one of the best at 168?
We're not doing that.
A dude that gave Plant so much trouble.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that. All the slander you gave Jose Uzcategui when he fought Caleb Plant, when you was on your Clenello protection program, no, we're not doing that.
The only thing I remember the dude because he got sucker punched by the other trainer.
We're not doing that.
And I completely forgot that he fought Plant.
No, because when you, like I said, when you're on the Clenello protection program, and I was saying that he needs to fight Plant, you're like, who has Plant fought? And it was right after the Uzcategui fight. And I said, he just fought that man. That man's dangerous. Like, oh, that guy is trash. He's terrible. That guy can't box for shit. And not for nothing, that's actually on one of our first podcasts. So that shit's up. So if you want yourself not to look so bad, you have to go back and find out which one it is and erase that shit.
Why do you think I'm being very sarcastic when I said that the better ones, somewhat cover my ass?
Yeah, no. Honestly, though, Uzcategui is not a bad fighter. And that motherfucker better be prepared. He better be off the booger sugar. Stop kicking it with his brother.
And if Benavidez is the favorite,
they better not kick it with peg leg. Be out there fucking around.
Since Benavidez is the favorite there, who do you think, if he wins, what path should he go next? He has options, give and take.
Canelo or Plant. Who else?
As much as I don't know why you shit on the dude, this fight doesn't bring him, in a sense, in my opinion, big money. It's a decent money, but it's a decent name money record. I'm going to continue bringing it up. Danny Jacobs.
No. Because
What
Canelo.
you got against Danny
Let me finish. I just don't have one feeling or the other about him.
It's not hate, but it's not love.
I just don't.
It's just straight down the
It's
middle.
apathy. I just don't fucking care. Let me see my point about Benavidez. Let's see how badly Mr. Alvarez wants that belt when the person who actually should have it wants to fight him for it. That's why I feel that way about that fight. So I'm actually leaning more towards Canelo than Plant even. Mm-hmm. Although I think the Plant Benavidez fight's going to happen eventually, and sooner,
it should happen.
And I think it will. I think it will, and I think it'll happen sooner than later. But I also think that the Canelo fight should happen first. Because, let's see what happens when you don't get to fucking hang and wait out in the rafters and then wait for somebody to not make weight, which Benavidez is fucking fault, so that's on him. When somebody's not being an opportunist and trying to sneak up on some shit.
You know what comment here? What about Benavidez if he would fight Eubanks Jr.? Yeah. I think that would be an interesting fight right there.
No. He's past that.
It would be an interesting fight, though.
No,
you think someone's getting put to sleep?
Yeah, Eubanks. He's past that.
Saskatchewan is a name. I'm trying to pop out names here.
There's levels to this shit.
The 9 people.
Honestly, the Jacobs fight is a better fight than the Eubanks Jr. fight.
The 9 followers love you. They want to listen to you, see what your opinion. When I bring up a name against an opponent, they want to hear this. So my job is to say Benavidez versus. Let me fill in a name here, and you say.
I've talked to the other 8 people that listen to this. They already know how I feel.
We might get lucky and catch somebody else who don't know you.
Yeah, just weird.
We're
awesome.
So
random,
you know what? We're interested in this
on this random scrolling shit.
Yeah, you know what this ever dude? We like how he talks.
Especially when I go for the slander that I have at the very end of the show. But go ahead.
You know what? Somebody that needs to get a little credit because he's the boogeyman of the boxing world.
Oh God.
It's either him or 155-pound Charlo who are the boogeyman of this boxing world.
God. He's trying to piss me off.
Why? Boo Boo, what do you think about his performance? Give a little talk about Boo Boo, how he did.
He looked rusty. Mm-hmm. He boxed well in spots, but he looked rusty.
We got to give the dude some attention.
You can tell that the man has been out of the ring for a long time. I mean, he won the fight.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty clear.
I think the other dude came to try to fight.
He clearly won the fight, but that's, he's fighting a Liam. Them dudes can't fight.
His last name is Wilson.
First name is Liam, right?
Oh, I don't know his first name.
Yeah,
I thought you were trying to say...
His first name is Liam. His first name is Liam.
I don't know why people don't want to give him his love. That dude, everybody ducks him.
So
people
Liam
duck
Smith,
him.
Liam, you know what Liam Smith, Liam Walsh, and Liam, what's this one's last name?
Williams, I believe.
Oh,
I believe.
So Liam Walsh, Liam Williams,
probably got it wrong,
and Liam Smith. You know what they all have in common?
Great UK fighters.
Thank you. They're great UK fighters. That's absolutely right. They're great. You phrased it properly. They're great UK fighters. Conor Benn, you hear me? You're a UK fighter.
Where does Boo Boo go from here now?
Back to the slave house where Massa Hearn tell him what to do.
Would you rather see him stay at 160 or move up to 168? Because he could fight 168.
Frankly, Andrade is one of them dudes. Oh, you know what I would like to see? I would like to see Billy Ho Saunders finally get his ass whooped by Andrade.
Yeah, you just read my mind. I was gonna let you say what you say.
Now without the nose spray.
And I actually was about to say, you know what, man, that fight catches my interest.
For all of the
softball versus softball,
and for all of the ho shit. Well, they both do ho shit, so it works well.
I think
they both do.
Billy Joe Saunders is a little bit more on the ho shit.
Oh, he does.
But his sense of humor from where he's from is different.
Nah. Domestic violence is not a sense of humor.
No. But where he says certain things when he came out when Canelo won, he came out with that little robe that had the weenie. That's his dry humor.
No, that's not the shit that pisses me off about him.
Like, when he beats the woman.
Well, he likes playing with dicks. That's his problem. Throwing fucking chicken in a restaurant at a 250-pound man.
Oh yeah, I remember that when he
running like a little bitch.
When he did that to Wilder.
I'm not with it. I am.
You don't think part of that was staged?
I'm not with it. No, I think he's fucking stupid. That's what I think. You know what? I hope it was staged. But here's the thing: if you're dumb enough to go onto the World Wide Web, that's the internet for you people under 30.
I don't think nobody's listening to us under 30 besides me.
And broadcast that this is how you beat women, I can't assume that you wouldn't do anything fucking stupid.
So what you're telling me is for this fight against Canelo, as much as you know, you have your love-hate relationship with Canelo, that you wish Canelo puts hands on him. I'm not saying you're saying Canelo's gonna destroy him, but for the sense a lot of the whole shit Billy Joe Saunders has done in his
I
career.
honestly don't think Billy Joe deserved this fight.
But you would like Canelo put hand like.
I want to see him put hands on each other. That's really what it is.
You know another fight that actually be interest at 168? Billy Ho versus Caleb Plant. I think that'd be an interesting fight. If to the casual world is
I would
boring.
absolutely watch that fight.
I think it would be really.
I don't think it would be a boring fight either. To the see, here's the thing. Here's the thing about casual, quote unquote, casual fans. You just need to tell them why the fights are going to be good. I'm seriously. Which is what a promoter's job is. And we're not even going to get into that right now. We got a whole next week. We've already said that next week's podcast, we can get into all of that. And we can get into my favorite people. And I'm about to get in their ass like a colonic. But yeah, no, I don't know. That's just... I think it's,
to my opinion, that fight, it really would show Caleb Plant's... Because he has to do a hell of a boxing skills right there for that fight. Could be Joe Saunders as much as we think he does some whole shit. He's a skilled fighter.
that motherfucker can box.
It really would have to show right there, and that would be a really good test of a fighter.
You know, if he ain't kicking it with Huey Fury on that coke, him. Hey, you know what would be funny? We call it Coke Wars. You can have David Benavidez. You can have Billy Joe Saunders, Huey Fury, Tyson Fury.
The head of all that, Chavez Sr.
You got Chavez Sr. Nah, that's not the head of all that, dude. Tyson took 2 years off and missed out on a $50 million fight with fucking Klitschko behind the coke. Oh, and the steroids. Just saying. If you just Coke Wars. Coke Boys. That could be Coke Boys production.
We'll go back to the Boo Boo. Boo Boo, if he does get the chance to fight Charlo, how do you think that fight's gonna go? How would you think that fight goes?
I do not know. I honestly don't know. I would like...
It's an interesting matchup.
I would like for Charlo to come in with a little more discipline. Mm-hmm. That would be my concern with him.
Because we all know
he can be a little reckless sometimes.
Boo Boo's gonna come probably. Maybe he does it with everybody, but
he's aggressive.
He might be. We don't know against Charlo. He might be a little bit more respectful, maybe in the beginning. But from what his notorious, he'll start fast. That'll be interesting to see, because he could get hit to a certain degree. Can he take that Charlo power?
Well, I think it's dangerous. So I feel like it's more dangerous for Charlo in the first 6. Mm-hmm. It's more dangerous for Andrade in the last 6. Because I think if Charlo makes it through the first 6, now he's in a good enough shape. From the fights I've seen, he's not fought a lot recently, but in the fights I've seen, on the back end, he still has a decent amount of power. He still has his athleticism for the most part. So when Andrade starts slowing down, that could get real fucking interesting. See how defensively responsible he really is.
People need to give Andre some more respect.
No, he's very talented. He's fucking clown.
He's the boogeyman of boxing.
No, he's no boogeyman of boxing.
Everybody avoids to fight him. Nobody wants that problems.
No. That was him that was avoiding people. Or a person.
But it's Canelo, Triple G avoiding him. They're scared of him.
Well, Triple G avoids a lot of people, and so does Canelo, so that's not really saying anything. When you got the dudes that stay at PF Chang's, then that's not really saying a lot.
All right, another one I wanted to go to is the Ring magazine. They did their
So you're talking about the magazine that's owned by a former boxer that's now a promoter that's judging other fighters from different promotional companies. Yeah, we can move on.
This right here, from what I see right here, give and take, the Russian dude. It's
Abukarov
and Bud. It's all PBC dudes. It's just the sense. Well, the reason I'm bringing this up is for the sense of the order of it and what's your opinion on this. A lot of people felt way about the order of this is her, and it was the Ring magazine welterweight rankings. Where do you like me to start? 10 or 1?
Start at 10.
10. It was Ortiz, Virgil Ortiz.
Oh, Victor Ortiz? Virgil Ortiz at 10?
Yeah. I'm not going to try to pronounce that fucking Russian dude.
Abukarov.
I don't know the flame foot. I'm not even going to try. Ennis at number 8. Boots Ennis. Danny Garcia
at
Next.
7.
Ugats at 6.
Wait. They got Danny Garcia below Yordenis Ugas.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. Let's keep.
Ugats. Then Porter.
That's closer to right.
Keith Thurman.
Okay.
Pac-Man. Bud. And then Earl being number 1.
Okay, so how I feel about this welterweight list, it should be Errol Spence and fuck your feelings. So that's really what it should be. Errol Spence number 1, and then everybody else can get in the fucking line. But that's a personal feeling. That's a personal feeling. Errol 1, Bud 2. I can see that. Pac-Man, I wouldn't put on the list because I feel like he's gonna retire. But that's a me thing. I know.
Well, I know some people feel like it's technically 2 years since he's fought. Or at least a year and some change. Like, where's the
and
how many?
And that's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I wouldn't put him on the
which
list.
is the same thing with Keith Thurman
So
too.
I would have took him off. I would have took Pac-Man off the list. No, I would have taken Pac-Man off the list because I really think he's gonna retire. Like,
But if someone hasn't fought, even though who they fought, like how long does it take until you kind of go, okay, no matter who have you beaten, but
he
like,
shouldn't be in the top 5.
Yeah, because the same thing with Keith.
Okay, so I would put, with that logic, okay, I would take Pac out. Period.
Yeah.
So I would put Porter and Garcia above Keith.
Is Porter gonna be third? Because you already it's the first two is easy. It's really how you see it.
Okay, I could see if with that said, I could see putting Porter 3.
But he technically did beat him. Yeah,
Garcia 4.
That's a big thing people felt too on the Garcia. Like, why is he? Because who has he beat to still be ahead of Boots and Ortiz?
Garcia 4. They're young, dude. They've not fought like your Lipinets is the best fighter between the two of them that they've had.
Yeah.
Abukharev is on the list because he's a fucking affirmative action hire. They needed somebody Russian on the list.
So hold on.
I'll keep him on there,
The
but
Filipino
he can beat the
Pacquiao being the Filipino that they had to get from that country, Ortiz being the Mexican and him being the Russian.
No, it's not even that. I'm just saying, like, you needed a white person on the list. He's the affirmative action hire. We're not gonna.
This is one of the 2 out of the 9 people who listen to this. No, not even 9. That would be 2 out of whatever. My math is fucking weird right now. 7 of the people who are listening at this, because 2 of them are
right
here. Are going. Fucking Everett's right now.
But here's the thing.
Putting the one white guy in there.
For real. And while we're doing this, like, who gives a fuck about the list? How about we do this?
I know.
How about we do this? Errol Spence has 2 belts, soon to be 3. Bud Crawford has 1 belt, soon to be moving up to 154. I'm calling it right now.
I'm not against it.
But the problem is he's still gonna have the Errol Spence problem because I think Spence is gonna fight. He's gonna fight for the 3rd belt. He's going to try to fight Bud for the 4th belt. Bud's going to do some bullshit-ass posturing. Bob's not going to let him get the fight. And Bo Mac's going to be in there Uncle Ruckusing it up and telling him to move up to 154. Where he's still going to have to fight Errol Spence because the PBC owns 154. And so as soon as he wants to move up to 154, guess who's getting first shot at those belts?
I'm trying to think, who would Bob have... Don't be surprised if you go by your logic of that he'll move. And this is if he stays with Bob,
Patrick Teixeira, or make Jaime Munguia come back down,
or Jesse Vargas. Watch. Don't be surprised with that one.
I'm not arguing. You see, I didn't argue it.
But I'm only going if he stays with Bob, because technically in October.
He likes the Bob, so.
Do you think, in the sense, we should do our pound for pound ranking at least once a month? Or is this give and take one for free?
No, I don't.
It's all depending on the opinions. It's always just on your opinion.
It is.
It's an
and
opinion
the pound for
thing.
pound list is an opinion. I don't like that it's become a marketing tool because that's why ESPN and Ring Magazine, these things that are owned by promoters.
What is it? BoxRec does one too.
BoxRec.
They go by points.
BoxRec is done by like this weird ass math algorithm that has like people that will never fight in the United States or never be seen by the real
because Kell
public
Brook is technically still a top 10
as
welterweight.
number 1, and like, get the fuck out of here. I'd take Kell Brook over Abukharov. I mean, is he off of his drug suspension yet? I'm just saying. I'm a little curious.
Well, since we're gonna speak upon two of the people who are actually on this list, who's in is called Keith Thurman. What are your thoughts on that?
Fight him.
We all know Keith Thurman. At least his first fight won't be that fight.
Yeah, fucking fight. I say fucking fight him.
I like.
What do you got to lose? A belt? An undefeated record? Oh wait, you don't have either of those things. Yeah, fight him.
How do you think that fight goes after Keith Thurman does one fight and he gets back into it? Because Keith Thurman, we kind of forget he does have some skill. Not like he's a fucking scrub and who just got lucky beating some people.
What is one of the things Jaron Ennis is good at that you made a point to comment about in his last fight?
He has really good defense.
And what else? Offensively, what? You specifically.
He knows how to shoot that cross that jab to the body really well.
What punch is Keith Thurman notoriously bad at taking?
But
I'm just saying.
I know his body, but
and the man is 5'10", with like a more than 6 foot reach. So yes, I understand that Keith is quick. Is he that much quicker? Can you trust that he's that much quicker than Jaron?
Oh no, I wouldn't even say it.
I wouldn't.
But I will say, come on, Keith has he
has
skills.
I'm not saying he's gonna get washed, but Spence, Boots, and shit, even Bud is a bad style matchup for him.
But we all said the Porter, who's such an active person, was going to attack that body, and he still couldn't drop on. Everybody knows what his weakness is, but they still can't capitalize on it.
Very close fight.
Yeah, it was a very close fight, but we had to give Keith somewhat some love and some respect in the sense of skill.
I don't even have to give Keith shit. He ain't paying me.
Once again, at least 2 out of those 7 other ones are going, there we go, Everett. There we fucking go.
I don't have to give Keith a motherfucking thing. I really don't. I don't owe him anything. I don't owe any of these fighters anything.
I know you wanted to talk a little bit about Claressa Shields and her MMA debut.
Nah, I just wanted to, sad that we're losing a great fucking champion to UFC because...
Well, she's not going to UFC.
We
PFL.
You think I give a fuck what MMA brand it is she's actually going to? I'm trying to do some shit nice and mention MMA at the same time. You should have just let it roll.
You're one little subject you might say of MMA for the month.
For the year.
No, I bet you when Claressa Shields fights in MMA, you're going to give her a shout out if she wins. So it'll be another MMA.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. So it's sad. It's sad and it's really a horrible commentary on women's boxing that one of our best champions in years has to go to fucking MMA to get paid. Like, it's fucking tragic. And it upsets me because there's some women that can really fight. That being said, they need to go to 3-minute fucking rounds and the 12-round fights. So, yeah, that's another thing.
But she's gonna come back to boxing.
I know, but I just don't like it. I don't like it.
Her doing both?
I don't like it. No, I just don't like that she had to do that. Because you don't do that because you don't do that because you want to in the middle of your prime. You do that because you want to at the end of your career. She's doing that because she has to. Because boxing's not paying her shit, which is unfortunate. Because she should be getting paid. Because she's taking the same ass whoopings that the dudes are. Like, so yeah.
I hope she does well. I actually do.
I do too. But I think it's fucking sad that it's necessary.
I actually hope one day she actually does well in this PFL, and she gets her chance to, because she would love to fight Amanda Nunes. I think that would be an actually really interesting
She needs to stay the fuck away from a man named Nunes.
I think it would be a really interesting fight to see.
Okay, and that wasn't a nice thing to say. I actually am a fan of Amanda Nunes, for as much as I can be a fan of anything MMA.
Yeah.
I like that she beat the shit out of Cyborg. But whatever. I don't even actually have an issue with Cyborg. Honestly, I'll say this. Like, if I'm going to watch MMA, it's probably going to be women's MMA. I'm not a fan. Like, I'd rather watch 2 women roll around and get sweaty and tight shit than watch 2 men do it. Maybe that's just me. Yes, I know I'm a sexist, misogynist pig, and I don't give a fuck, so I don't care. If we ever get a comment section, just understand that I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, the 7 other people are going to be with you on this.
Yeah.
A segment, actually, we've always talked about what we're going to do, and I actually want to get to it. Who's always going to go this year?
Huh?
So at least we always lose one person loses their O that's a known dude. It happens. Nobody ever Floyd's the only great person that gets to keep their O. Oh, sorry. Andre Ward, Joe Kozaki, they all kept their O's.
Rocky Marciano. Oh god. Anyway,
what fighter you think this year? Because we can't predict who's gonna fight who. We only see what the list of the first half of this year is going to be. General idea going. Whose O would you predict is going to go this year?
Vasily Lomachenko. Oh wait, no, he already has 2 losses. I mean, yeah, the way ESPN be writing this shit up, I wouldn't be surprised if his next time you see his record is gonna say 14-0. Like we just act like that Teofimo Lopez shit didn't happen, or that Orlando Solido, like that shit didn't stop focusing.
Just focus on the Heat.
Yeah.
He beat Gary Russell.
Yeah.
He beat an RS.
In a close
Luke
fight
Campbell,
off a long layoff, but we not gonna
Rickendale. He beat all those dudes.
Yeah, right.
So give me your opinion. Whose O is gonna go this year? I can name one easy one.
If Bud doesn't bitch up, his can go. Just saying.
You think it's in the sense either Porter or we all know you feel maybe
Spence.
But you think Porter could take it from him?
No.
No.
It would be nice if he did, because I'd like to see that rematch. That's a rematch I'd like to see. I don't think the fight goes any differently as far as the results. I think the fight will go differently. I just think the results will be the same.
I think an easy one you could say it's gonna be Billy Ho Saunders. His O's gonna go. I feel Canelo's beating him. I actually think it's actually gonna be a very close fight. But I think
I think you're right, and I also think you're right about all of that.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a much closer fight than people realize.
It wouldn't really surprise me if, let's say, example, I don't watch it, you literally text me or call me and tell me Canelo just lost. I wouldn't be truthfully surprised.
I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah, Billy Joe's actually a skilled
I don't see him winning a decision, not because he can't win a decision, but because AJ Ross.
Yeah. Oh yeah, trust me, I'm 100% with you on that one. What other one you think?
And Erislan De Lara. And Austin Trout.
Floyd Mayweather.
Oh no! I was saying that was the Ross card. I remember the specific judge for that one. That's why I said her fucking name.
I'm trying to see who else is out there. I do feel one of the 135ers are going to get their old loss this year.
Who? Oh, Rayana Garcia. If he fights somebody,
I do feel
Queen Rye would definitely lose his. I'll tell you that. Let me put it to you like this: of those guys, he's losing his O first.
I'm not gonna say who, but I just feel this year, one of them 3, their O's gonna go.
No, I'm not about to do the baby, like throw the shit down and say, are we finished or are we done? I'm about to crap.
Yeah, but I do feel one of the 135ers. Another person I actually might think they might lose that O. It's it's between one of the 3 of Oscar Valdez, Shakur Stevenson, and was it Herring? I believe his name is Jamel Herring. If either one of them 3 fight each other, one of them is gonna lose their O. This year.
I'll tell you that right now. If those dudes, Stevenson's not losing his O.
If one of them 3 fight each other, someone's O is gonna go right there.
You know who else might lose their O is fucking Bob Arum in court. Actually, he already took an L though. Because giving a forfeit is an L. When he tried to sue Al Heyman and PBC, he took an L because he forfeited that shit. He pulled out quicker than motherfucker who didn't want to pay child support.
You know what? Let's go to that 130 right there. How do you think Herring does against Oscar Valdez? We'll just put that fight first. We'll go how all 3 do with each other. In your opinion, the 7 listeners love to hear your breakdowns. So break down that fight right there. How do you think that fight goes? Oscar Valdez. Okay, let's go for who do you think is faster? Who has faster hands?
I think Valdez actually might have faster hands.
But who do you think is more somewhat athletic? Let me take.
I think it's pretty close. I think Jamel's a little slightly more athletic. It's close.
Who has better boxing skills?
I think they're both pretty flawed. Actually, I think that's very close. That's again,
it's kind of
it's a close fight. Yeah, it's like it's for those two. If we go item by item, it's gonna be here.
A give and take. It's
there,
never, nothing right the major.
I have nothing where I'm like, that dude clearly, other than clout chasing, and that would be Oscar Valdez. Easy.
Do you think the only thing that kind of goes out like this is the sense of what coaches do you have faith in? Because it's Eddie Reynoso versus Bomac on setting up and seeing
Here's
things.
the thing. I like Reynoso better as a coach.
Yeah.
I think Bomac is a whole ass nigga and a horrible human being. Doesn't make him a bad trainer. So I'm not gonna be like, oh, and you know, and one of our listeners knows, and you know because of one of our listeners, you'd be the best motherfucking trainer in the world. Motherfucking ring's not listening to you. It'll make a damn bit of difference. Virgil Hunter's a great trainer. Andre Berto can't do what the fuck you tell him to do. It doesn't matter.
Amir Khan when he was...
Yeah, if Queen Khan Kardashian don't know how to... Man.
Damn, we're doing 2 weeks in a fucking row. We're bringing up Amir Khan. I love this.
Well, because we were talking about a glass jaw. So glass jaw not being able to listen. So clearly he gets brought up. Not that I never bring him up, but it's just never positive. It's either we talk about him then or when AJ's plugging his wife. Like one of the two.
Who do you think has more power? It's very close. I can't even decide.
Hey,
it's very much flip a coin.
Flip a coin. That's what I'm saying. I think it's that's a fight I want to see because I want to see what happens. That's the thing. Like, some fights I want to see because I'm for the bullshit and I think somebody needs to get fucked up. That was the Santa Cruz fight for me. I didn't think he had a snowball's chance in hell, and I didn't really like him, so I was all for it. When I saw Frampton get flatlined, I was happy. You know, I'm just waiting for Scott Quigg to get his, because Mara hasn't got his fucking retina damn near detached, so he clearly got his somewhere.
So what is your prediction if that fight would happen?
I mean, if I had to put my money on it, I'm going with Jamel Herring.
Jamel Herring?
Yeah.
By what would be your prediction in the sense give and take?
Split decision.
Split decision? Okay. Yeah. Herring against Shakur Stevenson?
Stevenson.
By a landslide, or is it some way he'll give him a little run for his money?
He might get stopped. And not knocked out. It might just be like, this ass whooping, like, all right, you getting your ass beat, you're not gonna win. We can just live to fight another day.
What about Shakur versus Oscar? Would you say, hold on, before we go to that, would you say them three are the big three of 130?
Unless Russell moves up.
Because there's also, Joseph Diaz, Farmer, Tank, depending if he's going to come back.
I don't think Tank's going to be able to make 130 anymore unless he stays more disciplined. Jojo Diaz is garbage, and Tevin Farmer can't punch his way out of a wet paper bag with a running start.
So yes, them three are the biggest.
Those three, yeah.
And so
I think Shakur is superior to it's not close.
So Shakur Stevenson, how does he beat Oscar Valdez?
I think same way. It might just get stopped. I don't think he can fuck with Valdez. Or I don't think Valdez can fuck with him, and I don't think Herring can fuck with him. I think Shakur Stevenson is really fucking good. I think if Shakur Stevenson gets a little more size, Devin Haney's gonna have problems fucking with him.
Doesn't he have a fight very soon? Like, doesn't he have like some tune-up dude he's gonna be fighting on ESPN? I think it's very soon. I think it might be next month.
It's Bob Arum, and he's getting sued by a bunch of black dudes, so he may just put the kibosh and all of that.
I believe he has a fight against June.
Bob Arum. Okay, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I believe in June. How does Herring do against Jojo Diaz? Give me take this breakdown to 130. How matchups go?
Okay, so any one of those three dudes wash the rest of the division.
Against Farmer, Jojo Diaz.
Yeah, it's just... I think the Farmer one is a little more interesting only because Farmer is so good defensively, he can make you look bad for a long time.
Yeah. It can frustrate you.
Yeah, it can get frustrating. So that could be a good test for a young fighter and their patience and their ability to think on the move. I think Farmer's only chance to beat either one of those two dudes, because I don't think because I've watched Shakur slowly beat the shit out of somebody for 12 rounds. Like, could have put them out and didn't. So I know he has no problem with doing that. So I'm not worried about him. Herring, Valdez, I don't know. Especially Valdez is a little more aggressive. So that might get frustrating. I don't think it would. Ultimately, I don't think it would matter. I think he still wins.
Yeah.
But I think he could just look ugly and dumb. It can make him look bad. It could be like Deverenchenko.
Yeah.
Like Deverenchenko, because he's defensively good and is a solid puncher, if you're not on your shit, you're gonna look bad. and you could lose? Ask Triple G.
I have a question because I'm gonna give you the last opinion on this next question right here. How long we have left of right here? I'm gonna let you have the last at least 5 to 10 minutes.
Oh,
Just tell you, because I know there's some stuff in there you just need to let out. I'm gonna let you have your time. We used to have it at the segment, whoever you want to say fuck you to, but some other parts I know, some other things you need to say. But I've always wanted to ask you this. Eventually, when Earl decides to move to 154, or if he decides fuck 154, I'm gonna go 160, whatever decision he chooses to do. Or if, let me state this way. If he decides, let's say if he does fight Bud, or he doesn't fight Bud, but he stays there for another 2 years at 147, and Ennis keeps beating some more better known names, but Spence goes, nah, I don't want to fight you. Now, is that in the sense ducking him?
Yeah, if he spends 2 years, if he spends any more than 3 more fights at 147 and doesn't fight Jaron Ennis, and Jaron Ennis' career continues the way it does right now, then yeah, he's ducking him.
Because I've always wondered in the sense of that, like, where is the limit to the sense? Because we all feel Earl Spence has at least, he should have been doing no more than 2 more fights at 147.
Yeah, and that's because that's...
No lease.
And that's... My thing is, I don't see him being there more than 3 more fights.
Yeah.
So if he says... The only reason here's the only reason I even give him 4, is if he's like, look, I'm going to do this 4th fight at 154. 147, I will see you at 154. Because we know Jaron is a big boy.
Yeah.
He's going to end up at 160. So I wouldn't have a problem necessarily with that, but it needs to be soon. When you fight him at 154, it needs to be quick. It can't be 4 or 5 more years down the line.
Yeah.
So when I say 4 fights, I'm talking about 2 years max. Max.
Do you think we're actually ever going to see the full potential of seeing them two fighting each other? Because about time, maybe if he moves up to 154, it might be an older version of Spence.
Well, he's already 31. So he's already past his physical prime. Like, that's just biologically the facts. But I wouldn't say he's... Because you look at it, he's not had a lot of rough fights.
Yeah.
He's not taking a lot of beatings.
Porter and Kell Brook, those were the roughest fights he had.
And they were years apart.
Even though I think if him and Buddy fight each other, it's going to be a rough one. Because Buddy has skills.
I don't think it's going to be as physically... I think it's going to be mentally rough.
Might be.
I think it's going to be more mentally taxing.
Remember, Bud is skilled at switching. He's more of a... I've always say he's more southpaw.
But he's also very... He's very herky-jerky and only fights in spots. Porter was a rough fight because Porter fights the whole fucking fight. Kell Brook too. Like, as much as I may not be the biggest fan of the dude, he fought the whole fucking fight.
He gave Spence some trouble. It's not
Yeah, he did.
Spence
He
washed him.
absolutely gave him trouble. But that's not Terrence Crawford style. He's posture, put you in position. He's trying to game you into which is fucking beautiful if you do it right, and he's actually pretty good at it. Defensively, a little irresponsible, obviously. That's why he keeps not getting knocked down by C-level fighters. But
because remember, we also what Spence is really good at is since he's a southpaw and he fights these regular stance dudes. From what I believe, he hasn't fought a southpaw yet. Maybe in the early careers, but
yeah, nobody good. Nobody good.
What it makes him so good, he likes to throw that double jab, and it's hard for us regulars to stop when he throws that left. So that body, well, if Crawford decides to go southpaw against southpaw, that takes away. Now he has to be different kind of creativeness of how I'm going to attack his body. I have faith in him. He will be, because we all know Spence loves to attack the body. He'll wear you down, then he'll come back up on top, and then just beat the shit out of you. But when it's going against southpaw versus southpaw, it's an interesting fight.
You're throwing a body shot with the same hand.
But the way he said, usually he's very good at setting it up. Well, it's not going to be that easy against a southpaw.
Well, you're going to have to set up a different punch.
In a different way. That's why I said I still think Spence has enough skill set.
I feel like someone who has shown as much boxing skill in the ring as he has, I think he can make that adjustment. I have every confidence that he can make that adjustment. I'm not worried about that at all. I think it's going to be a good fight. And I do think... I think there are times especially when Terrence gets hit, where he makes it easy for people because he likes to stay in there and get his get back.
Yeah.
He likes getting his receipt. I think it's going to be a problem for him fighting any of these bigger welterweights.
Well, I know damn well we can't wait, but I'm gonna give you the last 5 minutes. I know there's some stuff you just need to say. You want to say some fuck yous or whatever you want to say.
I feel like I've gotten the fuck Bob Arum off my chest real early, and let me be specific as to why the fuck you this time.
Anybody, trust me. I know there's some things you want to let. Look, this is all freely to you. Say what you want. We need to make a segment here where it's 5 or 10 minutes. You just let it out, like whatever you feel about boxing.
I got promoters ain't shit.
Okay,
that's a every week thing. We need to stop supporting this YouTube bullshit. What's the princess's name? The two princess brothers, the ones that look like the ones that look like the gay stunt ass for San Francisco porn.
Oh, you're talking about the Paul brothers?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Jake and Logan Paul.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I was trying to get. That's what I was trying to figure out.
Okay.
Yeah. They need to stop. They need to be stopped. Like for real. What the fuck are we doing? Like, all you old motherfuckers, stay retired. Holyfield, I'm talking to you. Mike, same. Nigga, you bit off more than you could chew. Like Holyfield's here. I'm gonna need you to stop. Roy, somebody wake that nigga out of his coma. Like clearly you learn from the mistakes of Ali. Like jokes aside with you, learn from the mistakes of Ali, and don't end up with fucking Parkinson's, bro. Let's see who else. Who else is doing fuck shit? I mean,
you love always to bash Eddie Hearn.
I got
Tyson Fury.
Oh, actually,
come on. I'm trying to lay this shit up for you.
I need to commend Eddie Hearn for what he's doing, because what he's doing right now is fucking master level trolling to the point where it took me a while to catch what he's doing. All the stuff he's doing to hype you guys up into this fucking fight's gonna happen in July. I see what he's doing now. I can't believe it took me this long to see it.
He says August now.
He said, and they said December last year. So
no, I don't want to interrupt. Keep going.
So I finally got it. This is what he's doing. He's putting the pressure on Bob, saying we have the venue, we have the money, we have it. So when the shit falls apart, guess who's going to get blamed for it? This is Saudi Arabia. Trolling. This is trolling on the fucking highest level. I love it. It's beautiful. Cause watch it. He's gonna blame Bob Arum for the shit falling through. Cause quick sidebar. You said August?
It's now August or September. Now, can I give you why allegedly?
Did we not? Did I not?
I never said you didn't.
But did I not say last episode that it wasn't going to be?
I'm trying to give you as much time. But you know what? We won't say this right. I'll say it after the podcast. I'll say it to you because it's gonna. I want to give you 2 minutes. Go.
I'm done. That was it. I just wanted to.
There's no fuck you to Tyson Fury because you know you love that dude.
Whatever.
Some shots at maybe Canelo.
No, I'm good. I already got those in.
Okay. From because I have some sources. I know people who know some people.
Yeah.
It's allegedly it's getting pushed because of Tyson Fury, because that white dude, I don't know his name, his trainer. I think he trains also to Billy Joe. I think it's that young white dude.
Yeah.
It's because he wants him really badly to be.
He's not training with Sugar Hill anymore.
It's supposedly he wants. I heard he.
I know
he's
right.
He's saying him because that dude. I guess he has fighters that are going to Olympics. And he has been his goal. So Tyson Fury's like, let's push this back so when the Olympics are done, I get to have him on my training camp. I'm just, my job is just to report. This podcast is for you. This is right here. The world loves to hear you talk. You got anything else you want to say?
I'm just waiting for the next lie when it doesn't happen in August.
Okay. It's what I hear. My job is to hear things, talk to my sources, and then report it back to you.
I'm just saying. I want to know what the excuse is going to be when this shit doesn't happen in August either.
Okay. So that was another episode of the Sweet Talk podcast here with the outsider partner here, Kevin Ash. Too sweet for life. For life. See you guys.